Parents of teenagers always worry when their children tell them they're going to a rock concert. They worry about drugs, about fights, about how their kids will get home. But since December 3rd, 1979, they've had to worry about something else. On that night, in a Cincinnati arena, The Who launched into the first set of a national comeback tour, unaware of the tragedy that had just occurred.
There's no words to say what I feel. I'm a parent as well. I've got a boy of 15 and 2 little girls. And I can just say I'm sorry for what's happened.
What's happened is the death of 11 young fans waiting to attend a concert by The Who. It is intended to be a festive occasion filled with song. But before the music even starts, it turns into the worst concert tragedy in the history of rock and roll.
I was excited to see them. I was really excited to see this legendary group.
When I heard they were going to be in concert, I just thought I have to have a ticket.
The Who. In the 1970s, few groups capture as devoted a following. The British rock band rallies the young with songs like My Generation. They perform the first rock and roll opera called Tommy. Sometimes, in their enthusiasm, they even destroy their instruments. On December 3rd, 1979, they bring their unique act to Cincinnati. Among those planning to attend the concert is David Hack, for whom it is a very special day.
It coincided with my wedding anniversary, and I thought it'd be nice to take my wife. It'd be a nice surprise.
The concert is to be held at Cincinnati's Riverfront Coliseum.
Crowd size was given to us as the police division as a sellout, that we expected to be in the range of 18,000 people.
You had to get to the concert early because of general admission. The earlier you got there, the better seat you got.
We wanted to get there early because we knew it was going to be a major problem.
Well, we estimate at 6:30 we probably had 12,000 people waiting to get in.
There is a kind of a football game, boxing match feeling to a rock concert, and it's what guys seem to get off on.
There was just this momentum of pressure that was building up.
So when the doors finally did open, there was a tremendous push to get in.
It was just one massive wave of pushing. You could actually see the kids, they'd push and they'd kind of fall back and push again. So any that might have fallen in the front were just trampled.
I was on the bottom for about 20 minutes.
You was being stomped on for 20 minutes?
I was. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was dying.
At one point, my wife said she felt she was standing on something or someone, and it was impossible to do anything at that time because we were just packed together.
We literally had to force our way into the crowd until we found a victim.
The girl that was on the ground, she was bleeding and everything. She was screaming. I was trying to help her up, and nobody cared. They just let her lay there.
I remember being really kind of shocked as to why people were just walking right on by.
D'Agostino is a nursing student and helps the injured until the paramedics arrive.
All rescue units, all paramedic units, all police division ambulances, every piece of medical equipment in the city was brought to the scene.
I knew there were at least 5 victims at the scene, and there probably were more.
That first aid room was filled with bodies.
Approximately 11 victims eventually arrived here. They were crushed to death, quite literally. Some pressure came to bear on their bodies, such as literally people standing on them, on their chests so they couldn't breathe. They literally died from lack of oxygen.
Meanwhile, most of the crowd, including David Hack and his wife, do not realize what has happened.
We were just relieved to be inside, and we had no idea what we were in the middle of had led to any tragedy.
In fact, the concert goes on as scheduled.
The problem had passed. Had we canceled the concert, forced people to leave, we probably would have doubled the tragedy.
It is only afterward that members of The Who learn what has happened.
Well, we're just shattered when the whole band is shattered. We just feel helpless at the moment. There doesn't seem to be anything we can do.
If it had happened inside the hall, I don't think I would ever play again.
I just hope that the bitterness wears off.
Every time I hear a Who song, I always think back December 3rd, 1979.
December 3rd, 1979 will always be remembered in my mind as the worst experience of my life.
Well, it's ironic that who were promoting their new album, the kids are all right.
Isabella D'Agostino is now a nurse and the mother of 2. David Hack is a disc jockey in a Cincinnati suburb. Dr. Alex Trott still runs the emergency room at Cincinnati's University Hospital. Dale Menkaus is still with the Cincinnati Police Department. He's now a colonel. Following the tragedy at the Who concert, the city of Cincinnati passed legislation prohibiting general admission or festival seating at concerts. Other communities all across the country have done the same. Next, at home with TV's most elegant